The broad-based administration is riddled with internal wrangles, infighting, and betrayals as arrival of Raila Odinga, while in public is actually packaged as the stabilizer of the government, but a close-up into the inside state of affairs is giving a different picture. And away from the cameras, the optics being served is not the real issue. And in this podcast, we look through the ODM in fighting in William Ruto's circle as Mudavadi actually issues a shocker. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click notification bell, and like our videos. And thank you very much for supporting this podcast. We do this each and every day because of your support. Subscription is absolutely free. Nothing's going to be deducted from your account because you subscribe to a channel. And the advantage here is when you subscribe to a channel, when we post any video, you'll be getting notifications, and so you'll not miss our well-analyzed videos. Analyzed objective. Remember, as we do objective and in-depth, so we will not miss that analysis. So make sure you stick around with us. Let me start here. It is very laughable that ODM MPs, who are the key members of the present worship, broad-based present worship team, can call a press briefing within Parliament to question why Mbadi and Opiwandai are receiving a venom from Rigathi Gachagua camp, while Kimani Ichung'wah and his team are quiet. And I'm saying it is laughable and ironical, and I want to tell you why. Listen to them here.
In the last few days, Interior Principal Secretary Dr. Raymond Omolo has been the target of an online campaign by bloggers associated with Gachagua and other Mount Kenya leaders. The scheme will soon be extended to target every other Luo officer in government, including sweepers and tea makers in government offices. In this entire campaign, it is coming out very clearly that the rebellion being staged by Gachagua is not about the performance of the government. It is about the placement of Luos in certain positions in government and the rapport between the Prime Minister, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, and President Dr. William Samoei Ruto. In the words of Rigathi Gachagua and Mary Wamaua, it is unbelievable that John Mbadi is in charge of the country's national treasury and Honorable Opiwandai is at the Ministry of Energy as Cabinet Secretary. Gachagua and his ilk finds it a crime that Raymond Omolo is the Principal Secretary for Interior. Mary Wamaua has gone way further and stated that her community always prays for the death of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. They find it unbelievable and unacceptable that Raila is still alive and working with President William Samoei Ruto. To date, no leader from their region or elsewhere has seen it necessary to condemn the attacks of Gachagua or Wamaua. Everyone is happy and comfortable with the bashing of Luos and Raila Odinga in particular. We find it unbelievable that people who call themselves leaders can harbor such hate and let it out in public utterances. We are here to let Gachagua, Wamaua, and others who think like them understand that the pain they feel today about the very Luos in government, the Luo nation has gone through and lived with since independence. Don't forget that Mount Kenya region has 8 members in President Ruto's cabinet against 1 Luo and 1 Suba. But we have handled it better and with decorum. We responded to our marginalization, brutalization, and stigmatization by fighting for a fairer and more just Kenya for all Kenyans.
This press briefing was called because someone made a post. I think Wahome Tuku made a post and said that bloggers that normally work for Raymond Omolo, PS Raymond Omolo, are the ones that were running the vitriol ethnic attacks that have been going on in the digital space. As to whether it is PS Omolo, I don't know. But one thing I know is that there are bloggers from government side, and to be specific from the Luo region, who have been doing that online. Whether they're paid by PS Omolo, that I cannot answer. I may not be privy to that. And so, this press briefing was called, number one, for that. Number two, this press briefing was called because these characters you're seeing here have been looking for a hate object. Remember, the politics of the Nyanza region has never been centered about issues, about track record, about what that MP has done. It has been framed on, number one, I am going to fight for Baba. You know, I always, when I fight Baba, see Baba always just wants government for war. Number two, you know, so-and-so has been sent by when it was Uhuru, it has been sent by Uhuru, not been sent by Ruto. Now they will go, and I was home, and someone thought I wanted to vie, then someone started saying, you know what, a so-and-so has been sent by Gachagua. You understand? So these MPs, these leaders here, are actually for, and it's ironical because, let me tell you, in parliament, in funerals, in weddings, in any social gatherings that they get, they'll use those opportunities to create the far-fetched hate object just to salvage their political careers after realizing that that broad-based agreement that they signed, they cannot account for it. They cannot go and sell the broad base to the people. What they can go and sell that, you know what, we want to salvage the country because Rigathi Gachagua wants to take over power and Rigathi Gachagua shareholding. Let me tell you. So that is that is the objective of these characters you're seeing here. That is why that press briefing is called. And I'm just wondering, ironical in the sense that I have a soundbite here. I don't know if they can get it. One of our friends sent me a soundbite here where Raila Odinga abused Rigathi Gachagua while attending a funeral in Bondo. I think over the weekend. Yeah, some I might have missed it. I saw it. Akasema alimtusi. So I'm wondering, why are they even raising this at this point? And according to them, they're wondering why Ichung'wa, that's the third aspect. They're wondering why Ichung'wa and the other UDA MPs are not attacking Rigathi Gachagua because of the matter of Raila. What they don't know is this. Kimani Ichung'wa would rather have to defend Raila in Kisumu and talk about Raila in Western. But he cannot go even to his Kikuyu constituency and mention the name of Raila Odinga. He cannot. Now, Odinga, if you watch this video, I am normally convinced that picking Raila Odinga to sanitize William Ruto ni kama kuchukua maji chafu. Maji, unataka kukiosha vyombo, unachukua ile maji chafu yenye umeosha nayo vyombo kurinse.
Goodwill should converge tomorrow, march together to the center of the city. And once we have gathered to the center of the city, it shall be a grand march to State House to claim our victory. Since Mr. Ruto was sworn in 6 months ago, he has continued to run this country with a lot of contempt. The cost of living has skyrocketed. Kenyans are suffering because of high cost essential commodities. The cost of unga, the cost of cooking oil, the cost of kerosene, petrol, diesel, sugar, school fees, electricity are all very high. Many Kenyans cannot bear the cost of living. A number of people are even dying because of lack of food. In spite of our petitions to introduce subsidies so that the suffering can be alleviated, he has contemptuously continued to move on without care. Secondly, the issue of the Electoral Commission. We have said many times, and I will repeat it again here, that the Electoral Commission is the referee in the game of elections and must be appointed in consultation among all sections of the community, particularly the major players, the political parties. We have not been party to what is going on right now, and we're saying that what is being appointed is a Ruto commission, which is aimed at rigging the 2027 elections in advance. We will not accept this. Thirdly is the issue of our stolen elections. We have asked several times that they should allow access to the server.
That is what you do. This was him telling people to go to State House because a handshake was to come. Huyu ndio unasema sasa aongee sanity. And that tells you that what is packaged, remember what is packaged as unity agenda is never there. Even the president made his tour to Mount Kenya. He didn't mention the word Raila Odinga. In fact, someone was saying that he did not want it. The third objective of this was to bring in that notion of animosity. And always ask, by that sometimes I sympathize with the president. When the ODM characters are telling you, hate Kalonzo, hate Rigathi, hate Matiang'i, hate Eugene, where do they normally tell you will get votes? Where do they normally tell you will get votes? Because Luo Nyanza has 4 constituencies, 4 counties. Siaya, Kisumu, Homa Bay, and Migori. The president has a big backing on Homa Bay because it's Homa Bay that is doing something. Siaya and Kisumu is very unpredictable. Probably and Migori. So when these ODM characters tell you, oh, wewe, huyu ni mbaya, you should always wait and say, okay, fine, ni mbaya. You guys, can you give me votes? Because Raila Odinga was only Raila when he was with Kalonzo. The 7 million that Raila had, the genuine 7 million that Raila had, there is a 2 million that has gone with Kalonzo. There is another 800,000 that is going with Matiang'i. The kids are working out. And then there is another 1 million that has now gone with the Western. So what do you remain with? Okay, so Raila brings a shell. Now if you want to know the infighting is real, listen to Mudavadi's PA. I don't remember his name. He was talking in Mulembe. I've been having this video in my desktop for some time. Listen to what he says here.
Lawyers have always voted against government. They are still looking for that leader. Na mwisho bakule kubolere efwe kama baluya kuitokuwa na candidate any coalition that does not give us number 1 or number 2 in that coalition, we are not boarding. Any coalition, afadhali tuhesabiwe waluya tukuwe na presidential candidate, tuhesabu waluya ni wangapi. Lakini hatutaenda kwa any coalition where we are being told we are number 3. Hii ya Ruto hatuko, kwa sababu hatuko number 3. Msali ya vitu yenye alipromisiwa zote amenyang'anywa. Alikuanga kwa presidency, alikuanga president, deputy president, prime cabinet secretary. Wakang'oa, akabaki president, deputy, Msali akawekwa chini ya Kosgei. Ikakuja state corporations ambazo zilikuwa zimewekwa. State corporations were there. Wakatoa kwa hiyo ofisi ya Msali zikatupwa nje. Government delivery service where I've been a director, yote ilikuwa chini ya Musalia, ikatolewa kwa executive order number 2, ikaongolewa. Musalia ameachwa na ile shell inaitwa foreign affairs, anakaa huko peke yake. Musalia acted for so many days as a prime cabinet secretary. In the end, when Ruto was bringing back his cabinet, wakati alikuwa amedissolve cabinet, akarudisha Musalia peke yake kwa 30%.
First, the demeanor. The way he's packaging that information, he's so intentional about it. He's so intentional that something is not right and Musalia Mudavadi is not comfortable either. There is a feeling, remember this is part, there is a feeling of entitlement. There is a parastatal advisory board that is supposed to be chaired by Musalia Mudavadi. Now that was taken to the head of public service, Statehouse-Kosgei. That is already telling you the infighting within. The second other observation I want you to make from that statement from Musalia Mudavadi's PA, personal assistant, is that anything that is not giving us second in command or first in command, we are not going to take. Why do you think that is coming? Musalia Mudavadi is the one talking through that gentleman. And what is he saying? He's saying because he knows very well that Raila Odinga would actually push for that. Raila would be demanding the running mate slot. He will be demanding the running mate slot. And the question of numbers would actually come in the picture. I don't know how, I'm even wondering if Raila is to pick a running mate. If he doesn't pick someone from Luo, okay, if he picks Luo, then how many votes does Luo bring to Ruto? Less than 1 million. With Raila not in ballot. About to 600,000 from those 4 constituencies, from those 4 counties, 600,000. Hizo zingine watu wamegawa. And the others are not casted because they will not even account for that broad-based thing. The issue is also that running mate slot is up for grabs. It also means that even Kindiki is not in for it, and is not just for it, because the president made a blunder impeaching Rigathi did not have a backup plan. Raila is the most conflicted politician in the whole Kenya Kwanza battalion. But then you can take it away. You can take away anything from William Ruto. But William Ruto has been consistent from day one that me and Raila, we are in this and we are doing this together. He's been very consistent. But Raila Odinga speaks on convenience. When it is convenient to support William Ruto, he will support. When it is not convenient, he will not then start masquerading, has a caveat of saying, I'm not in government. Then after saying I'm not in government, then attacks. Recently, I agree, I associate those who are saying it was senseless for Odinga to join us in condemning Murkomen. No. What Odinga needed to do for condemning Murkomen for the shoot to kill order, what Odinga needed to do is to call William Ruto and tell William Ruto this and this is this way. And then the next thing we see is William Ruto denouncing what Murkomen have said. That would have made more sense. Or him saying, he's because he attended cabinet retreat. He defends government, tirelessly, as if he's the government spokesperson. So this actually shows clearly that whatever is being put there as part of the broad-based, it is just a matter of time. And so many people are just there to eat. Raila has completely lost the footing through the handshake. Someone asked me a question. I did not have an answer, but if you have, you can tell me. Luo MPs are defending William Ruto to the tooth. Show me one member of parliament from Mulembe Nation who is viciously defending President Ruto. Show me one. Caleb Amisi has joined Natembea for Trans Nzoia. I understand he could be going for Trans Nzoia senator seat, then waiting for Natembea to finish his second term, then try his hand in the governor. But then someone challenged me, go to Kakamega, show me one. Show me one MP when you mesikia of recent akisimama na defend President Ruto. Get one. Go to Busia. Go to Vihiga. Get one from Bungoma. Bungoma there is one, Didimas Baraza, who is defending, not because of anything, is defending because he has a case so doesn't want to be interfered with. So he's also observing table manners. And Busia is also under the reps, under the influence, also slowly becoming under the influence of Natembeya. So this is the crisis that awaits Ruto in 2027. That's why we're actually seeing that aspect not playing out well. The running mate headache is coming. It is coming. It is just a matter of time. After Mount Kenya exodus, the running mate is the biggest headache that is going to crack. But you can look at all possibilities and technicalities. I may not be afraid to see how it plays out. Ruto will want to, someone has been saying Ruto might even take Raila as the running mate. Let me tell you, things are tough, bwana. Things are tough. Anaweza rafanya Raila ndiye kuwa running mate. Anaweza ku-advise watu after nimemaliza nitaachia Raila. I don't know if something happens to me, becomes the president. The second crisis the president is going to face on that broad-based arrangement is Raila retainer factor with the Luo succession politics. Let me tell you, in 2027, we are waiting. Is there going to be a Luo succession? And if in defending William Ruto, how does Luo succession play? It's going to be a very difficult balance. The Luo succession is going to play a big role because if you say we've got a cabinet, so we have cabinet, would you be able to use Opiyo Wandayi and Badi to convince the Luo nation to vote for you? Will Opiyo Wandayi even convince Ugunja just to vote for President Ruto because of the cabinet slot? Those are the pertinent questions. And then whoever is picked, if Raila is to pick a Luo, and if he's picked as the running mate, then that person automatically becomes the person to succeed Odinga. Will he be able to consolidate the Luo vote around him or her? Questions. The third crisis is the Natembeya beast in Mulembe Nation. If you hear the conversations about will not become second, I'm telling you, Musalia is not influential. As things stand, they're the people whose careers are falling by the wayside. And Natembeya is coming out clearly. He might not vie, but it becomes a very strong factor. And lastly, I feel reviving his popularity, William Ruto's popularity, against the human rights issues is a big headache. And especially for the broad-based. Remember, the 9-point agenda for the ODM, one of them was to end extrajudicial killings. So if they are going to sign such a pact and endorse, that whoever then endorses William Ruto shall have endorsed human rights violations. Someone said, Kenya will forget. We are moving away from will forget. Why? Because while our minds can forget, but the internet will not forget. At the right time, people will be pulling the footages and reminding the voters that, look here, this man you are praising did this and this in 2024, and this and this in 2023, and did this and this in 2024. And I don't think Odinga is the person that is going to sanitize the president. I'm saying that because of this video. This was Odinga making Odinga in the past once made a statement. And I can tell you this, it is not very easy. Thank you.